What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Dark Waters. Hey, before you watch this review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you would like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. Dark Waters is pretty much in the same spirit as other lawyer movies in the past, where the lawyers are the good guys, which is something that doesn't happen often in the real world unless some monetary benefit lies at the end of that crusade. A Civil Action starring John Travolta and The Verdict starring Paul Newman are just some of the comparison examples that come to mind when you watch Dark Waters. I find this film to be riveting and superbly performed. It's one of the most important films that you'll need to see this year. Directed by Todd Haynes, based on the true story about a tenacious attorney named Robert Billet, played by Mark Ruffalo, who actually makes a pretty comfortable living working as part of corporate defense. But then he uncovers a dark secret that connects a growing number of unexplained deaths due to one of the world's largest corporations dumping waste and chemicals in a region where the people are conflicted between being poisoned and relying on DuPont as the town's largest employer. But Robert is determined to risk his future, his reputation, his family, and even his own life to expose the truth. Co-starring Anne Hathaway as Robert's wife. Director Todd Haynes, to me, is a fascinating filmmaker. From Far From Heaven to that one Bob Dylan homage, I'm Not There, and who can forget that erotic thriller Carol, and also that life-affirming mystery drama Wonderstruck a couple of years ago. Todd Haynes strikes me as a filmmaker who refuses to be pinned down by a pattern, but with this latest one, Dark Waters, Haynes pretty much plays it straight. This movie doesn't have sophisticated sets nor lavish costumes. As a matter of fact, Dark Waters maintains its serious and gloomy tone throughout and hardly ever loosens its grip for any reason. And as a thriller, Dark Waters constructs things that are kind of formulaic, like the fear of being followed by someone in the parking structure, or wondering if the car would blow up once you turn the key in the ignition. To me, it's just too basic, and it lacks imagination. And the scenes come across as being intentionally placed there, as opposed to the story making way for such scenes to arise. Which actually goes to my only criticism, because there's a span of years in which the character Robert has to wait for the panelists of scientists to make their decision. So that is when the movie kind of throws all those fillers in, including Robert's deteriorating health condition, which I guess it's understandable because otherwise it would not make for an interesting movie. Now, it's pretty well known that Mark Ruffalo is also kind of an activist. I mean, just go check his Twitter feed. It's full of his comments about current events. And let's not forget that he also was part of the cast of the Oscar-winning Best Picture Spotlight. So something like Dark Waters allows Mark Ruffalo to once again channel his activism passion through his performance. In this case, you notice some of the little details that he did to somewhat change his appearance a bit, like his nerdy, bland haircut, and the way he mildly extends his lower lip. And once his character Robert is fully hooked on the case, Mark Ruffalo is fierce and committed and in the zone, and showcases or displays all the traits that we love about characters being obsessed with their goals or objective. Overall, I don't know if Dark Waters will end up becoming this year's Erin Brockovich, but a David versus Goliath movie like this needs to get made from time to time to remind us of the unlikely unsung heroes without whose help the little guys would have no chance of fighting back.